You stare at the clock. It's 5 o'clock. Finally, you think, mentally rehearsing your escape route. Another day survived, another 8 hours traded. And you wonder, am I getting ripped off? Are they getting the best of me and I'm not even clocking out? Welcome to another episode of MindMorsels. Today's morsel: you're not paid for your time, you're paid to obey. You think you're paid for your time? You're not. You're paid to obey, to sit when told, speak when allowed, act how you're expected. This isn't employment, it's control. You clock in, you punch a time clock, and somehow that makes it okay. That little piece of paper, that time trade, that's what it's really about. They own you for that hour. But if you're not even there, well, then you're theirs for 40 hours a week. You don't get paid just because you clock in. You get paid to follow rules. Some are written, some are invisible. Time isn't the product, compliance is. You're not just trading hours, you're trading freedom. Every second spent nodding along, every minute spent staying late, every hour spent not speaking up. All that is compliance. They aren't paying you for that. They're paying you for the illusion of it. Do you ever feel like your job doesn't reward you for what you do, but for who you become? In most workplaces, control is the currency. Managers don't just want tasks done. They want dress codes, tone of voice, scheduled breaks, surveillance. You're paid because you submit to that system. You're not just there for the work, you're there for all of it. But isn't that just work? Yes, and that's the problem. Work should be about output, not obedience. Time should be valued for what it produces, not how quietly you follow orders. We've normalized control so deeply, call it professionalism. That's right. The word profession is derived from professio, Latin for I declare. It was originally used for swearing an oath, pledging allegiance. Today it's used for making a living. Somewhere along the way we started confusing the two. They take your time, energy, emotions, all measured and charted and compressed into 8 hours. 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year, that becomes your life sentence. And we spend 1/3 of our lives working to obey. Question is, does it have to be this way? Shouldn't work be about what you do and not who you're forced to become? After all, you're not paid for your time. You're paid to comply. When you have to pretend to be someone else for 40 hours a week, you're paying an obedience tax. Ever wonder why the most creative, independent minds burn out at 9-to-5s? Conformity costs energy. You can't be yourself, you're spending emotional labor, and no one's paying for that. When you're sizing up your worth by how much you produce and not how much you obey, now you're playing their game, and it's a rigged one. Most jobs don't reward innovation, they punish mistakes. So the loudest voice in any room isn't your own, it's whoever has the best poker face. Start tracking what your job actually rewards. Is it innovation or silence? Is it results or obedience? Knowing the difference is the first step to taking back control. We all love to quote Steve Jobs. "Your time is limited," he said. "Don't waste it living someone else's life." But where are the gasps of horror? Where are the wake-up calls? We know the cost of wasted time, yet we willingly pay the obedience tax. So here's a new one to add to your collection. The currency of work isn't time, it's control. Don't trade your freedom for a paycheck. Ask yourself, what am I being paid for? And then make sure that's what you're delivering. Time is valuable, but freedom, even more. Don't sell your obedience and call it income. Subscribe to MindMorsels and rethink the system. You're not paid for hours, you're paid to comply. Until next time, think well and think often. Thanks for watching.